We're going to begin with the balance 3x and 1 balancing x and y. And we're going to write this in algebraic symbols, which means we're going to write it as 3x plus 1 equals x plus y. A second balance that we're going to look at will be y balancing 1x and 4 ones. And let's write this in algebraic symbols. And we're going to say that y equals x plus 4. So we have two balances matching our equations. And the question is, what values of x and y will allow these two balances to be equal? In other words, what value of x and y will balance 3 x's and 1 with an x and a y, and at the same time balance a y with 1x and 4 ones? In algebraic terms, what we're asking is, what values of x and y will solve the system of equations 3x plus 1 equals x plus y, and y equals x plus 4. We're going to have one value of x and one value of y to solve both of these equations or make both sides equal. So let's start. We know that y is equal to x plus 4. So what we can do is we can take out our y and we can substitute 1x here and 4 ones. Now let's record that. What we're going to do is we're going to leave the left-hand side the way it is. So we're going to have 3x plus 1. And on the right-hand side, we're going to have our original x. But what we've done now is we've taken out the y and we've substituted x and 4 ones. So we're going to write that as plus x plus 4. And this x plus 4 is now taking the place of y, because y is equal to x plus 4. So now let's simplify our equations. We have 3x plus 1 equals 2x plus 4. And that's exactly what we have on this balance. We have 3x and 1 balancing 2x and 4. And now let's solve it. Let's solve the balance and record it as an equation. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take 2 x's off of each side. So we take 2 x's off of the left side, 2 x's off of the right side. And we record that. So we subtract 2x from the left side, and we subtract 2x from the right side. And when we subtract 2 x's from each side, we get 1x and 1, or x plus 1, balancing or equal to 4 ones. 4 ones. The next thing we can do is we can take 1 1 off of each side of the balance. So we take 1 1 off of each side of the balance, and we record that by subtracting 1 from each side of the equations. So on the left-hand side, we're going to get x, because when we subtract 1 here, we're going to have x. And on the right-hand side of the balance, we're getting 3, because when we subtract 4 minus 1, we get 3. So now we have a value for x. Our value of x for these two equations is x is balancing 3 or x equals 3. Now the question is, what's the value of y if x equals 3? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the balance. Y balances x and 4, and write that as the equation y equals x plus 4, just like we did up here. We're now going to use this equation to find a value of y. We know the value of x. The value of x is 3 because x balances 3. And over here we recorded it as x equals 3. So what we can do is we can take our x out off of our balance, and we can substitute that with 3 ones. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our x out of this equation, just like we did on the balance, and we're going to substitute that with 3 ones, and we still have the 4 ones left. So now this balance says that y balances 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ones. So we can say that y balances or equals 3 plus 4 is 7. So we started with two equations. 3x plus 1 equals x plus y, and y equals x plus 4. And we found that the solution, the common solution for both of these equations is that x equals 3 and y equals 7. This means that in order to have 3x plus 1 equaling x plus y and y equaling x plus 4, x has to be equal to 3 and y has to equal 7. And this is called solving systems of linear equations.